Welcome back, true believers and culture shock fans, to the next chapter of Batman and Robin. The last time we left Batman and Robin, Robin was frozen like a popsicle, and Batman let Mr. Freeze escape with the diamond. The worst is yet to come, true believers. Stay tuned. Batman moves fast to the Boy Wonder, touches his frozen skin. He whips out his bat laser, points at the icy reservoir, and fires. The reservoir glows. The frozen water melts, begins to simmer. The Cape Crusader immerses Robin in the steaming sea. Under the water, the boy faces perfectly still. A long beat. Then, Robin's head breaks the surface.
Did we get him?
Meanwhile, somewhere in South American jungle, a greenhouse laboratory. The Bunsen burner's flicking, the beaker bubble. Martha Stewart does Frankenstein. The lovely Pamela Isley, hidden by glasses and a bad hair, shape obscured by her lab coat, talks into a micro-reader.
I still have high hopes for the animal-plant cross-breedings. If I can only find the correct dose of venom, these plants will be able to fight back like animals. I will have given Flora a chance against the thoughtless ravages of man.
Pam surveys the two lab tables. One table is a mass of plants. The other is covered with tanks of spiders, snakes, and scorpions. Tubes run through the lethal beast into a jar of milky fluid labeled venom. More tubes run from the venom jar into the plants. One plant twitches as it receives the toxins. An agonized scream, terrified.
Brain!
Pam walks towards the source of the walls. A gothic prison door to which the tent is affixed. The portal is marked Project Gilgamesh.
Personal note, my work would proceed faster if Dr. Woodrue weren't always whisking my venom samples back to his mysterious Gilgamesh wing. Why won't he let me into his lab?
Another blood-curdling scream!
Roar!
The scream was a scrawny prisoner in a too large tank suit is dragged into the room by several gun-toting caps and shackled to the gurney. His bald skull is aborted with 3 surgically implant ducts.
May I present Antonio Diego,
Brain!
serial murderer, serving life in prison and sole surviving volunteer.
Diego spits.
And what a charmer he is.
Pam slips in an unseen, hides behind a stack of circuit boxes, watching on a doctor lift the jar of milky venom.
The super soldier serum, codenamed Venom. Patent pending, of course.
The doctor pours the venom into a high-tech injector pack strapped to the back of the gurney. He lifts an open front black and a white mask attached by snaking tubes to the injector pack.
Notice the hassle-free zipper.
He pulls the oversized mask over Diego's head, tubes fitting into the ducts in his skull, zips the fabric of clothes over his face.
Time to scream.
He hits a control stud on the remote. The injector pack begins pumping this milky venom into Diego's skull. Something strange happens to the prisoner. His chest begins to enlarge. His neck becomes thick, and his forearms grows.
Behold, the ideal killing machine. Call this little number Bane. Bane of humanity. Imagine it. Your own personal army made of thousands of super soldiers. Bidding begins at a mere 10 million.
The doctor ups the venom flow. Impossibly, the prisoner grows larger. Arms and legs shackles snap. Bane lurches from the venom pump, smashing consoles, sparking components, and raining down around Pam. Woodrow strides to the dazed Pam. The doctor is escorting a nervous Pam back towards her lab. Woodrow opens the door, shoves Pam viciously backwards into the interconnected tables, plants, and poisonous beasts raining down on top of her.
I'm afraid you have to die.
Woodrow begins pulling shelves of cages and bubbling beakers crashing down on top of the struggling Pam, burying her and all her specimens entirely. The doctor smiles as the sounds of Pam's struggle are finally silenced. He turns, heading back into the hallway.
Fellow maniacs, let the bidding begin!
Meanwhile, back in the Bat Cave, Bruce and Dick investigating who Mr. Freeze is. Bruce stands with Dick, now wrapped in a blanket, steaming mug in his hand, watching the main monitor. Gotham University Labs security video 2 years ago. The image of a dazzling high-tech laboratory. A beautiful young woman, Nora Freeze, lays on a gurney. The scientist works a bank of controls over a smoking vat of Cairo solution. Dr. Victor Three's two-time Olympic decathlon, Nobel Prize winner in biology. After his wife contracted a rare disease, McGregor syndrome, he hoped to freeze her in a cryogenic sleep until he could discover a cure. Now, here's where everything goes wrong. Alarms flash. A panel explodes. Freeze is blown into a vat of cryogenic solution. The liquid is 50 below. Freeze screams, engulfed in the mist of a cryo solution. His skin, now frozen, blushes of his hair brittled, all but gone.
That's gotta hurt.
Somehow he survived, but the cryo solution mutated his body. The display shows a turning schematics of Freeze.
What happened to his wife?
Presumed dead. No one knows. The display now shows a turning Mr. Freeze. Compartments in a buff suit. Sleeves are highlighted. Flashing diamond shapes within. He needs extreme cold to survive his cryo suit, using diamond-enhanced lasers to keep him at 0 degrees.
Let me get this straight. A brilliant citizen, disfigured by a horrible accident, reemerges as a psychotic supervillain bent on theft, revenge, and destruction. You see a pattern here?
I've seen us go through similar phases in 2016, in 2012, in 2008, in 2005, in 1997, in 1995, in 1992, in 1989, and that weird one in 66.
Maybe it's something in the water. Bruce returns Dick's smile. Well, if it's ice the Iceman wants. Alfred! Alfred stands near the costumes, clutching a console, a man in intense pain. He lets a wave subside, regains his composure. Alfred emerges as if nothing were wrong. I need the Wayne diamonds.
We gonna trap ourselves the snowman?
Absolutely. Just as soon as you take a 10-hour training in the simulator.
Whoa. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Don't go all protective on me. It won't happen again.
Dick You were reckless and you could have been killed.
I'm fine. See me here? Alive? How are we going to work together if you're never going to trust me?
How indeed, sir.
Bruce stares at the two of them. He smiles. They smile. When did I become the bad guy? Bruce and Alfred travel the winding stairs that lead from Batcave to the top of the house. He's over-eager, impulsive. I can't trust him not to get hurt.
Perhaps the truth is you don't really trust anyone.
Now don't tell me you're on his side again.
Despite all your talents, you are still a novice in the ways of family. Dick follows the same end as you, but gets there by his own course. You must learn to trust him, for that is the nature of family.
Alfred, I trust you.
I won't be here forever, for I have breast cancer. Good night, Master Bruce.
Good night, Alfred. Wait, what? Alfred seems oddly pained by Bruce's words. Bruce stares at Alfred a beat, but Alfred just smiles. In Wayne Manor's hallway, Bruce exits his butler's room, and a younger Bruce appears. No older than 10 comes racing around the corner, trips and tumbling to the wooden floor. Another figure steps out behind him. Why, it's Alfred, decades younger, kneels by the boy, brushing off his knees, giving the boy comfort. Bruce blinks away the image from his past. Only fragiles of ghosts of memories move off down the empty hallway. Back in Alfred's room, Alfred sits at his computer, activates the screen. He lifts a CD, slips into the desk drive, and begins to type.
Still unable to reach you. Have vital information you must see.
The screen closes. The files Alfred has copying, Batmobile designs, Batsuit schematics, all downloading onto a small floppy disk. Meanwhile, back at the South American jungle, the doctor stands at Pam's workstation, talking on his portable phone as he rifles through her research.
Yes, sir. I'm pleased you won the bidding, you supreme ruthlessness. We're making the final modifications on Bane right now. We'll have 1,000 super soldiers out by tomorrow by overnight mail.
He hangs up. Hold on, a patch of ivy in the BG, perfectly still. Suddenly, the leaves rustle as if he is being moved from the beneath. The doctor turns as a figure bursts fast from the beneath the brush. Glorious hair, chlorophyll green eyes, ravaged clothes, revealing a form of a demoner of a goddess. Ooh la la, true believers, ooh la la. The woman who was once the beautiful Pamela Isley smiles and moves forward.
Pamela, you look great. Especially for a dead woman. Ooh la la.
Her lips glisten. She leans in and kisses him. The doctor begins to choke. He falls, clutching his throat. Pam spills the beakers of chemicals onto the floor. She throws a Bunsen burner to the ground. The lab suddenly inflames.
Let the flames touch the sky, for I am nature's arm, her spirit, her will. Hell, I am Mother Nature. The time has come for plants to take back the world, so rightfully ours, because it's not nice to fool with Mother Nature.
Something catches Pam's eye. Pam lifts a broken beaker. On it,
Wayne Enterprises.
meanwhile, Bane screams in the distance. "Arr!"
Bane, darling, come. We've got a plane to catch.
What's this? A new villain is heading to Gotham? Is Batman and Robin ready to face this evil, dastardous woman and her huge Mexican wrestler? Plus Mr. Freeze? Stay tuned, true believers and Culture Shock fans. Same bat time, same bat channel. The worst is yet to come.